much they've corrected, IRCTC, RVNL, just the whole basket, so to speak, from the 52-week high, how much they've corrected. 6-month move, now we're looking at IRCTC. Let's look at the other ones also, please. IRCTC 52-week still 50% higher, and from the recent high, frankly, it has not corrected not corrected a lot. Railtel still 3x, and it has not really corrected a lot. RVNL, that's Rail Vikas Nigam, 3x, and even though it has corrected from levels of 320 to 560, it is still up 3x. So Kunal, if you bought into these stocks, even though they are down 10-15% from the recent high, you still have like a 3x or 2x or 2.5x on which you've grabbed in only last 1 year.
Yeah, absolutely, Nikunj, and that itself tells you that maybe these stocks have not completed their larger degree of correction for themselves. Now, for example, just to take an example of few of the stocks which you mentioned, IRFC, the stock had made a 52-week high, which is closer to 192, 193 approximately. The swing low was 127 for the stock, which it had hit last month, I think second half of the month of January. And then from there, the stock had seen a bounce. It's come back towards that 145, 147 mark right now, which means a possible retest of the previous swing lows is due for the stock price. When we look at the mean reversion, we did an analysis some time back that many of these stocks are at a divergence of 80% to 100%. Some of them are even 100% above the 200-day moving averages. Those are very steep kind of divergences. And for that to reverse, two types of corrections have to happen, price-wise as well as a time-wise correction. So you may not see an immediate bottom into these stocks, even if these stocks correct by a margin of 15-20% or so. I would believe more time has to be spent for these stocks to try and get back into a time-wise consolidation. I'll give a very simple example. 2022 second half, you had seen the PSU banking stocks looking extremely charged up. That was the first space for the entire PSU pack, which rallied up higher. What followed then was almost a 3 to 6 months of consolidation, where many of these stocks, the two-digit, the high beta pocket from the PSU names, they corrected, and there was a completion, cycle completion of more than 30 to 40% retracement for many of these stocks. So I believe that we are probably in that phase where over the next many months, you would probably see many of these PSU stocks completing their individual phase of correction. So I think one should not hurry into these into buying these stocks just because they have corrected by a margin of 10-15%. Wait out for the entire cycle of completion to correction to complete, and only then I think it makes sense to chip in.